Hey everyone, it's Leo Young, and this is the weekend review from October 22nd to October 28th. So let's just go right into it. Alright, right off the bat, Microsoft announced 13 backwards compatible games from the old Xbox that can now be played on the Xbox One. These 13 games are Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Ninja Gaiden Black, Crimson Skies, High Road to Revenge, Fusion Frenzy, Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, Psychonauts, Dead to Rights, Black, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, Sid Meier's Pritz, Red Faction 2, Blood Rain 2, and the King of Fighters Neo Wave. Now for me, the most exciting game I can see on that list isn't the first one, which is Star Wars The Knights of the Old Republic. That one game I played about 2 years ago, and I was only able to play it on my Xbox 360. Then the hard drive died, so I could never play it again. But for me, that is definitely the game. Prince of Persia is fun, but I still have it for the PlayStation 2, and it runs perfectly on the PlayStation 3. And Psychonauts, I never played the game. I was interested in it, but by the time I was really starting to get into Xbox games, Xbox 360 came out, and Psychonauts was nowhere to be found. So that I'm really excited for that. These games came out this week, so if you're looking for something new to play, or you want to go old school retro, hey, there's your list right there. Number 2, Metal Gear Solid, or Metal Gear Survives. I still call it Solid, but it released. Oh, not the release. Its announced release date was announced to be February 20th, 2018. I did a video on that. I believe I'll put it down in the link below if I remember this time. But the one thing about it is, once again, it is a game directed by Konami, not Kojima, and the fans are not very happy about that. That's pretty much why I believe they got rid of Solid and just went to straight Survive. It is a horror action survival game where you and a group, I don't know if it's online or not, play in an alternate universe timeline reality, whatever, set right after the events of Metal Gear's Ground Zero ends, where Mother Base blows up, your character is sucked into another world or another realm, and you're fighting zombies. Simple enough, isn't it? I wish. Another gaming news, Assassin's Creed Origin came out, and the reviews that I've been finding have placed it right above 80%. I believe Polygon has it at 8.3 out of 10. Now, the one which is kind of weird because things seem to be getting a little switched here. Because while Assassin's Creed Origin came out with very good reviews, Wolfenstein 2 came out yesterday, and going by the Steam reviews, it seems that the PC port is extremely glitchy. Many of the users' reviews complain about crashes and game bugs, which is interesting because even IGN review mentioned some of the issues within the first 2 hours of the game. The consoles don't seem to be affected, but it's strange given that both the previous games and Doom had great optimization. Now, this is why I mean things are a little switched, because usually when an Assassin's Creed game comes out, it's buggy on all platforms. You know, due to the first patch and all that, then they start buffering it out. But it seems like Assassin's Creed Origin and Ubisoft has finally hit the right mark. Wolfenstein, on the other hand, for the PC at least, is having some issues. Now, over on the movie news, and we're going to go with the X-Men on this one. X-Men heavy. Not this one. Zachary Levi was casted as Shazam. If you do not know who Zachary Levi is, I'll just give you a very easier to remember character that he plays. Zachary Levi plays one of the Warriors 3 from Thor. He is the blonde male from the Warriors 3. There's the Asian, there's the big guy, and then there is him, Zachary Levi. He's the blonde one with the mustache, and he seems to be like but it seems to be a French knight. Now, the thing about it is, when you see him, you're like, he's a little skinny. The dude is 6'3", so he is perfect for Shazam. Now, there's nothing yet on who's playing Billy Batson, but we're gonna see. It's kind of interesting because now that I think about it, nobody's actually talked about who's playing. Black Adam when he's not Black Adam. Because The Rock is a giant dude, and that's only because of the magic. So when Black Adam gets hit by the Shazam lightning, he would turn back to the normal Teth Adam. The next on the list is that the X-23 movie is currently in the works in some way. Director James Mangold says Patty Jenkins' success with Wonder Woman only solidifies more for the studios that there is less to fear about a female protagonist. And then he goes on to say, the more that keeps getting hit home, female movies, that ends up giving me more space turning around and going. And then he says, well, here we are with a female protagonist. That's incredible. And what are we going to do with her? And that's where we are with that script, the Laura script right now, dreaming. and I'll put the link down below where you can see more into that information. But for me, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this game. Not movie, I mean game. Not game, I mean movie. Strictly because while I did like Logan and I liked X-23's performance, my brain did not hide the fact that all she did really was speak a lot of Spanish, a little bit of English. She quoted a movie, and she did more yelling than anything else. Like, her physical acting was great. I'm not 100% sold on Daphne King, the young girl who played X-23. I'm not sold on her performance just yet for me to go like, she needs her own movie. Don't forget, she's like 12 or 11, so things are gonna get a little weird. Especially, like, and one thing I just want to say, like, Hugh Jackman, I know this is kind of weird thing to bring up. Hugh Jackman has looked the same for the past 10 years. He's just got a little buffer. Lord Kenny is not going to look the same in the next 5 years. That's the one thing about kids. They tend to grow up. Next on the X-Men side of things, in Gifted's episode Exit Strategy, there was a mention of a climactic event, which seems to be the main reason for the X-Men and Brotherhood to go missing. Now, from the sounds of this, the show is trying to hint at the Messiah complex. But for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, and for those of you who don't watch the show or read the comics, Gifted is a Fox live-action TV show where they use Marvel's X-Men franchise to follow the Strucker family, as they run from the Sentinel services after their children's mutant powers manifest. Now, throughout the show, the X-Men and the Brotherhood are hinted to have gone MIA, missing in action, and that an event is referred to when they go like, oh, this happened, and all of a sudden mutants or the X-Men just disappeared. Now, the issue about that is, not the issue, but the event that I believe that they're talking about is the event where Hope Summers, she is the daughter of Cyclops. Well, we're not actually sure whose daughter she is, but she is the daughter of Cable, Cyclops' son from the future, and when she's born, she happens to kill 1 million humans, and thus leads to X-Men Days of Future Past timeline where Bishop lives. Other than that, though, is like we're only 6 episodes in. There's more theories than answers, really. We're going to hopefully get more, but the show, if you haven't seen it, you should definitely watch it. It's up there. Like, Fox is starting to rule the game. Legion was enjoyable. Gifted is something else. I'm very excited for New Mutants. And last, the Runaways official trailer dropped. If you don't know who the Runaways are, they are a team of runaway kids from whose parents are villains. And the thing about them is, they don't want to be villains. They want to be different. So they run away. Their parents are hunting them. Runaways, of course. And seeing the trailer, I'm very excited. They even have the Staff of One. They have the dinosaur chasing with them. Literally, I'll put the link down below. But if you haven't seen the trailer, if you haven't read the comic books, I suggest that you do. There's nothing better than Marvel actually going in. And yes, Marvel has the Netflix series, and Defenders, I believe, is the lowest viewed show. But I'm guessing that's why they wanted to go with Hulu more, because they want to see what they can do with Hulu. They want to see what they can do with Netflix, and they want to see how this all works out before they start their own streaming service, which is what Disney has mentioned they want to do. Other than that, though, that is the week in review for October 27th to October 22nd to October 28th. I'm Leo Young, and one last thing I want to say is the reason we haven't been able to get as many videos out this week is simply because of school. We've been a little swamped, a little busy. Hopefully we can do more in the next coming weeks, but until then, just go to our website. You'll see more articles there than anything else. And other than that, we hope you guys did enjoy. We will definitely be seeing you next time. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to support what we're doing on the channel, and peace.